Gold just hit $3,300 an ounce, but instead of blasting off like a rocket, it's just sitting there. Why? Because the market isn't just watching interest rates anymore. It's watching something totally new, something we've never seen before, a so-called shadow Fed chair. Yep, sounds like a movie villain, right? Let's break it all down. So why isn't gold going higher even with all this hype? Let's break it into 5 key reasons. Inflation's calm. U.S. inflation's hovering around 2.4%. Not exactly panic-worthy. When inflation is low, there's less urgency to jump into gold. The Fed hasn't moved yet. No rate cut yet, no Fed meeting in August. All eyes are on September. No global crisis yet. No new war, no banking collapse. Without a shock, gold doesn't get that safe haven boost. Central banks are pausing gold buying, especially China and India. Big players. They're waiting for better prices. Gold ETFs? Still on the sidelines. No big inflows. Institutions are watching, not acting. So gold's holding ground, but it's not charging ahead. But there's another reason, a weird one, and it's political. What is the shadow Fed chair? Enter Donald Trump. He's not just campaigning. He's trying to name the next Fed chair before he even wins. No, seriously, he's floating names, sending signals. It's being called the shadow Fed chair, and it's never happened before in the Fed's 111-year history. It's like naming the next referee before the game starts and telling investors, hey, this ref is going to call fewer fouls, so play more aggressively. No real authority yet, but the market listens. Why does this matter? Because the person Trump might pick, likely someone ultra-dovish, would support faster rate cuts, and markets are reacting now, not waiting until 2026 when Powell's term actually ends. The real risk: 2 voices, 1 Fed. This isn't just about gold or rates. It's about credibility. Because right now, there are 2 voices trying to guide monetary policy. One from the current Fed chair, Jerome Powell, and one from a potential future chair who hasn't even been appointed yet. Alan Blinder, former vice chair of the Fed, said it best. Having 2 Fed chairs at once? Terrible idea. And Columbia law professor Catherine Judge warned, this has never happened before. We have no idea how markets will respond. And yet, markets are already listening. They're factoring in more rate cuts, faster than what the Fed's own projections suggest. And that's holding gold in a weird zone. Not bearish, but not breaking out either. What the market's waiting for. So let's be clear, gold isn't stuck because it's weak. It's stuck because the market is in limbo. Everyone is asking the same questions. Is Powell still in control? Will the Fed cut rates 1 time or 3 times? Will Trump's shadow chair push markets before even being sworn in? Will we see new tariffs, inflation shocks, or geopolitical risks in Q3? This uncertainty is like a tug of war. Every time gold tries to rally, there's hesitation. Until the market sees real action, not just signals, gold stays in neutral. Here are 4 things gold investors are watching this summer and fall. July 9th, reciprocal tariff activation. Could reignite inflation fears. Safe haven demand might return. Mid-July, Powell's semi-annual testimony. If Congress pressures him on the shadow Fed chair narrative, it could get messy. September 18th, next Fed meeting. The big one. First real chance for a rate cut. Q4, trade tensions with Asia. Japan, Vietnam, China. Anything escalates means gold might surge. So while the price may look calm, the road ahead? Definitely not. Gold isn't broken, it's bracing. For what? For clarity. The moment we get clear direction from the Fed, inflation data, or geopolitical sparks, that's when gold will decide which way to run. And this whole shadow Fed chair drama, it's not just political theater. It's a live experiment with trillions of dollars hanging in the balance. If you've ever wondered how words, not policies, can move gold, now you know. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more real talk on markets, not just the headlines, but the stuff behind the curtain, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. Do you think Trump's shadow Fed chair plan is smart or reckless? See you in the next video, where we'll decode the dot plot like it's a treasure map. Because in this market, clues matter more than ever.